What's on YouTube, man? It's your boy Dre, man, and we back with some bangers for y'all today. So basically, man, as y'all see, I got me a little intake. I had to do a little fabricating. I'm still doing that a little bit. I just need to get me a different kind of like a fitting, I guess, a coupler to go on there so I can actually close the hood. But for now, man, I'm about to jump into these brakes because I done had these jumps for so long. I done had my suspension for so long, man. I gotta go and get it on this vet. I gotta get it painted. I got a lot to do with this vet, man. I gotta catch up, you know what I'm saying, get it ready for the summer. Cause I'm trying to have this bad boy out for the summer. But as y'all can see, man, that's what I got for y'all today. I got me some drilled and slotted brakes I'm putting on. Yes, sir. And these things came out looking real good, I ain't gonna lie. They did some really, really good work on these. And all of them labeled. This is the front side, and I got the other one up front of there. Same for these are the rears. A little bit bigger, but yeah. They labeled as well. Same thing. And now these are all the pads I got. I got all this off of eBay. And these pads come off of eBay as well. The whole set for these pads, I think, was like $80, I think. And they're ceramic pads. So I got those front and back pads. So I got everything I need to change the brakes out. All I gotta do now is just get the car lifted up. So I got my jack stand and my jacks right here. All I gotta do is just get ready to start lifting this car up so we can get to this front one, because I'm gonna start off with the front first. It's only got 2 jack stands. Lift the car up a little bit on each side. Put it on the stands. Before I do that though, I'm gonna break these bolts loose on these wheels so I can already have them loose before I lift it up and try to break them with it in the air, which will make it 10 times harder. So I'm gonna break these bolts loose right quick. And then I'm gonna go ahead and start lifting this car up and take these wheels off, and let's see how these brake calipers look. Alright, so when I was taking these wheels off, I didn't know that it actually has a locking key for the Corvette. And I didn't even know if it came with one or not. So I was looking for one in the car or whatnot. And I happened to look up some videos and I found it in the car. Luckily, the last owner that I had got it from had left the key in the car. So that's how it looks. And this is the key for it. Where did I put it? Oh. If I can find it. Here it is. I just set it down. And this is how the key to look for you to take that off. If I can get it to focus. There we go. It will look something like this. And then you take it, this end goes in first. Like that. And then you just take your socket and then you twist it. Well, let me get the right size. There it is. And then you just break it loose. So now, that's what you'll need to get those wheels off. If you don't have your key, you will need that key to take these wheels off. Alright, man, so I finally got the tire off. As you can see, it's definitely got to get replaced. It's looking crazy back up in here. Ball joint is gone, shocks done, brakes definitely rusted out, calipers, they good, they definitely need some cleaning. Yeah though, man, I definitely gotta get up in here and get some cleaning. I'm gonna get some degreaser, see if I can degrease this down, clean a lot of this up, because this is it's dirty up in here. So I'm gonna try to clean it up a little bit, and then get to try to remove this first little rotor right here on the driver's side. First I gotta remove this brackets to this caliper, and then I believe there's some more brackets on the back. Those 2 right there that connect the caliper. And then probably I think it's another one on the bottom end. It should be like it's not probably, I think it's on the back end, on the back rear. But I think it's only a couple bolts just to take that caliper off and then just slide right up off of there. But first I'm gonna clean this up first, and then we can get to removing these bolts. Alright, so I finally got this one cleaned up. And it's gonna be 2 bolts on the back. It's gonna be one, where is it? If I can get the camera, oh there it go. My fault. One right there. There's me one right under that one too. Right down there. So you got those 2 bolts you got to take off right there, and they're 21 millimeter. So I got my socket right here, 21 millimeter, and I'm about to go and take these 2 bolts off, and that should be able to get this bracket off, and then we should be able to go to take this bracket off. I'm gonna see if I can hang it on one of these or something like that, so it won't be just sitting and hanging down on the ground nowhere. And I should be able to slide this rotor off. So let's go ahead and take this bracket off and this caliper I'm at, and let's see if we can get this rotor off. All right, y'all. So I had to put this on brake. What I gotta do is take these 2 bolts off. They're already loose, and I had to literally get this caliper up off there. It's kind of stuck a little bit because the brake pads, but that should come off. But I'm gonna finish that tomorrow. I finished the video tomorrow because I just had my brother do his spark plugs on this truck, and that took us about 2 hours or so. So now it's really, really late. As you can see, it's dark. So I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow. Finish this video up for y'all tomorrow, and get these brakes because we almost done. All we literally gotta do is take this off. I might just go ahead and take this off tonight, honestly, because it's literally only those 2 bolts and this will come off. So it depends on how I feel. I might take it off, I might not. I might just want to take a shower. But I know you guys want to see the full process on how to do this. So I'm gonna wait tomorrow, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow and finish this process. Alright, y'all, so I'm back. I had to put a pause to it yesterday because I had my brother with his spark plugs, but I'm right where I left off at. If I didn't tell you guys before, I don't know if I did last night, but this is a 21 millimeter bolt that's on the back of these right here, and it's only 2 of them, and I think that's all you really got to take off for this thing, because it's looks like, yeah, it's already loose, honestly. So I think I just got to remove those 2 bolts, take those 2 bolts out, and it looks like this caliper is kind of stuck to it. I hope not, but we're gonna see when I take this off. But yeah, I'm gonna try to take this off real quick, put my gloves on and everything, and take this off right quick. Alright, so I finally end up getting the brake pad off, honestly. But the only thing I'm kind of confused about now is I feel like either the brake pads is either squeezing it, and that's why it's either stuck because the pads are still on there, or either it's just been on there for so long and oh snap, I just feel like it's just, I didn't even want to drop it, that's why I had it hanging on there. But I'm about to figure out a way to see if I can get this off. I'm gonna get my like rubber hammer and see if I can hit it against this piece to see if I can get it off or something, because it's kind of stuck on there. I don't see any other bolts I got to take off. All the other bolts is gone. It's literally just this piece that's stuck on there. Really, and you can see the brake pad in there. So I'm gonna get this rubber hammer right quick and try to see if I can hit this off right quick. Alright, so now I can finally take the rotor off. As you can see, this is definitely, yeah, super old. Gotta get replaced. But I'm glad that's going off now. Now what I gotta do is clean these brake pads up. See, you even got a bug in it. It's just crazy. But I got some new brake pads over there, so I just gotta pop these out. Honestly, I gotta put the camera down so I can do it honestly. But oh yeah, it's clips on the back too, I forgot. But make sure you take these clips off on the back of your brake pads, of your caliper, and then that should come right out, and then you should be pretty good. So what I'm about to do is take these brake pads out, get my new brake pads, place them in there. They should be good, and then get this new rotor. I'm gonna clean this up, honestly. I'm gonna clean it up again, this rotor pad, and then also up in here, because you can see it's just really just filled with, I don't know what on there. It's just a bunch of dirt, oil, yeah, all kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm about to clean this up right quick, take these pads off, clean everything up, and then I'm gonna come right back to you once I get all this cleaned up, and then I'm gonna put the rotor and the new brake pads and everything in. But I'm about to clean this up right quick. Alright, y'all, so I'm finally back, man. Look at this, it looks 10 times better. Everything on here, man, like that's how it really not supposed to look, but way cleaner than it was before. Like, I don't know what that black gunk stuff was that was on here that was like really, really thick. There's still some on here though. I couldn't really get off, but I got most of it off for the good part. I mean, yeah, so that's really good. I got all that off. I'm actually glad it turned out like really good. So now that I got this all cleaned up really good, now I used some degreaser. It was some really strong degreaser. So this is the good degreaser that I use, matter of fact. This one. And I got my bucket of water and stuff that I was using. as well as you can see, wipe it down and everything to clean it, scrub it, and all that other stuff. So, but I can't clean it how I want to because I don't want to get the floor dirty. As you can see, it's all over the garage floor, which I'm gonna power wash it anyways and clean it up. And I also did my brake caliper as well. I let it dry, so it's dry now. But I did my brake caliper. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. But I did my brake caliper. It's gold as well. Came out really, really good. So that's gonna look good on there. So now what I'm about to do is put these brake pads in, which is right here. Which they actually have a clip on it, and that clip goes into the back of here. So when you put the brake pads in, that clip's supposed to come out and go in the back of here. I'm gonna show you whenever I get done putting them in. Let me put these in right quick, and I'm gonna get that rotor. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get the rotor too as well. I'm gonna put the rotor on. Since I got the rotors right here. This is the driver's side. This one right here to the side. And then this is the front passenger side. So I'm gonna take this off. Let's see the size of it. So this is the size of it right here. It's 18.4 millimeters. Take this. Put this on. And that looks much, much better. I'm gonna get me a lug nut so I can actually have it sit up straight on there while I put this brake caliper back on, which will be a good idea to do. So I'm gonna put this caliper on in these pads, and I'm gonna put the camera up, and I'm gonna show you when I get done. Alright, so when I went to actually go try to put this caliper back on, it wouldn't fit, and I don't have, because I guess because I gotta compress this, but I don't have any, like I don't have a C-clamp or a piston compressor or brake compressor or anything like that. So I'm gonna have to go to the store, and it's actually getting late again, and I really didn't want to put this on pause again, honestly. But this actually turned out a lot better than I thought, honestly. But only thing that really slowed me down was this, because I got the brake pads in there, but this is only, well, this is only as much space as I will have. And as you can see, this is way thicker than that. So I'm gonna look this brake pad up, because I did see some other videos and they said sometimes you make sure you gotta order the right one, because sometimes you could order the wrong brake, rotor. So I'm gonna look and make sure this is the right size and see what size they take and see what size will actually fit. Hopefully I don't gotta order anymore. Hopefully I just need that that tool so I can compress these back up in there so I can actually get this to fit up in there. So I'm gonna get this tool from the store, and most likely you're probably gonna see this. I'm gonna finish it tomorrow, if anything, which it's gonna be a 2-day job at this point. But this is the other side. As you can see, it's a big difference in comparison. Like, I had to take all this stuff off. I don't know what this stuff is still, honestly. It's just like a bunch of like dirt caked up or whatever. Like, you can't even really see none of the parts, but it's only like it's supposed to be gray. This is the old rotor. As you can see, it's just old, like rusted out. And yeah, gotta be cleaned up and replaced. So yeah, and you can even really see, like, look at all that, man, just gunked up. Compared to this side now, which is like 10 times better. Which I still can get in there and clean a little bit more, but I'm gonna clean it when I take it outside with a pressure washer to get up all that other extra stuff off. But it came out really, really good. So I'm good on that side now. And also cleaned up, you know, most of that stuff. I got to dry that up. Take that pan outside, dump it, because I don't know what kind of mud or dirt came off that car, but dump that out. And yeah, I guess I'll catch y'all tomorrow then, so I can get that compressor, so I can compress those pads. And we'll get to putting these back on, getting this brake and wheel back on together. And then we're finishing the other side. I'm probably gonna finish the other side tonight. I'm gonna just go and put the rotor on, have it already painted, cleaned up. I'm gonna go and do that tonight. But I'm gonna wait on putting the pads and everything else in, because I see that I ain't gonna be able to put it all the way on because I don't have a thing to compress it. So I'm gonna have that side done tomorrow whenever you see the video start. But I'm gonna catch y'all guys tomorrow. Alright, y'all, what's up, man? We is finally back, and as y'all told y'all, man, I was gonna have this side cleaned up. It's the next day. So this side is 10 times cleaner, man. I ain't gonna lie, it took me so long to get this bolt off the back on the bottom side. It was easy on the other side, but that bolt took forever. I literally had to get a 1/2 inch breaker bar to get that bolt off, because I think I broke like, man, I probably broke like 4 tools, bro. Honestly. But I got this side done. I got this all put back together. I did it off camera just to see if everything fit up and lined up perfectly, and it did. So now what I'm gonna do is just show you on the other side. Since I got the passenger side apart, I'm gonna just put it together and show you how it goes put it apart. I'm gonna wipe it down too, just take out my fingerprints and stuff on it. Wipe it down, clean it off, but I got everything bolted up, tightened back up, and it actually fit perfect. Like, this is a perfect fit, so I like that. It fit up pretty good. So now I'm about to go to the other side, show y'all the other side. I'm actually gonna be just, and I actually meant to cover this off. I forgot to take this off, so I got the wire gold a little bit, but it don't matter. But these are the tools I broke, literally. I broke a whole wrench. I don't even know how. That broke, I broke the socket, the swivel socket, because I had a hard time trying to get out of that angle. I actually had to get in the car and turn the wheel a little bit so I can actually get a better angle at it when I got that breaker bar, because it was kind of long. I even broke this socket. This one broke too. So yeah, everything was just breaking. So I said, let me just get a 1/2 inch breaker bar at this point, because I was just breaking my tools and I don't want to keep just buying more tools. So I got a 1/2 inch breaker bar, and now I got it all apart. And all I gotta do now is just put it back together. So now I got the bolts. I put some WD-40 on it. I cleaned them up really good in those holes that was in, so it won't be hard going back in there. So now all I'm about to do now is I'm about to set this camera up, and y'all can just watch me put everything back together, and with the brake pads. And it's actually easier doing it this way, because this part goes on first, and then you can put the brake pads in the caliper part right here. And then that caliper, you can slide it right on up there and hit it with a hammer, and it should go right up on smooth. And then after that, I can show you how to do the back brakes, and then we should be done with the brakes on this car. So I'm about to go ahead and put the camera up, set it up, and let y'all see how I put all this together. All right, so now I finally got both sides in there, man. Pretty good, good fitment. Everything lined up really, really good, honestly. Like, it's pretty good. Came out good when I painted these. I got the clips in, as you can see. Everything lined up pretty good on both sides. I'm gonna clean it off, wipe it off all the handprints I got on it, as well as this side. Both front suspension came out. I mean, both front brake pads came out really, really good. So now, all I gotta do is put these tires back on, put these locks back on, put these tires back on, lift the back up, and let's get to this back suspension. Cause I did the same thing, and then we should be done for today with that. Hopefully I won't have run into no trouble like I did with the front, which I know I might, but I already got kind of prepared for it. I already kind of know how it's gonna be. So I'm going to go and move on to the back. I might just put these tires on. I'm not gonna really film that, but put these tires on, lift the back up. So next part you're gonna see me is having the back jacked up and taking the wheel off. All right, man. So I'm finally back. Like after 3 days, it probably don't seem like it, but it been taking me so long because I had to get these back wheel lock keys off, the wheel lock nuts off, because I didn't have the key. The key actually got stripped for some reason, so the one I was using I couldn't even use it no more. So what I got is this set right here. I got like 2 different sets. I got one from AutoZone that didn't work, and I got an actual GM set, the wheel lock key, because the one I got was kind of stripped. But I realized that it wasn't stripped. It was actually the bolts that was inside it That was actually stripped. So what I had to do was I went to Home Depot and I got some let me see, some Husky 20-inch, well not 20-inch, 20 millimeter sockets. These are actually 12 points, and I got them to go around there. So I had to actually hammer this on there to actually take these off. So that's how I end up getting these off. And they actually stuck on there, so I can't even get more sockets. I ended up buying 2 sockets because I had to get the other side off too, because that was actually stuck on there. So now that I actually got these off, I'm not gonna put these back on. It's actually a good thing that I got this kit. So I'm actually gonna replace this kit with these regular ones on there, because I don't know, for some reason this wood key doesn't fit on these. It's kind of different. When I thought it was the same, it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna take the front ones out as well and replace them with those in that kit, because the front ones should be easy to take out because they're not all the way tightened. So I'm gonna take those out, replace those as well. So now what I'm about to do is, I already got the car jacked up. I'm about to just go ahead and take these wheels off right quick. Check this out, give it a good clean, and we can go ahead and get to changing these rear brakes finally, man. So I'm about to take this wheel off and clean it up, and let's go and get to changing these rear brakes. Alright, so now I got the rear tire off. So now what I'm about to do first is I'm about to actually go ahead and, first clean it all up. I think it's kind of going to be the same bolt thing, and the same kind of way to take the front off as the back. I don't really see no differences in taking it off, honestly. Besides, yeah, it's honestly going to be the same thing. Same 2 bolts right there. Hopefully, those bolts don't be as hard to get off. So yeah, it's gonna be the same method. I'm gonna see if they're the same size bolts, but I think it's the same method as taking it off as the front. So I'm gonna figure out how to get that bolt off right there, and the one off on the bottom. And then we're gonna get to cleaning this thing up. For some reason, it has like a lock around this hub. So hopefully I don't have to take that off some way. Hopefully I don't. I might have to, but hopefully I don't. And then we're gonna see how to get this hub off. So I'm gonna clean this all up and then take this bracket off, and then we can get to trying to take this rotor off. Alright, so I got the back. So what it's gonna be is a 15 and a 17. And wrench is what you're gonna need. The 15 is gonna be for the back. The 17 is gonna be for the front bolt. And all you want to do is just go ahead and break them loose. These gonna be kind of tight. Let me get some glass real quick. I should have been did this, honestly. To the other ones too. Alright. I might not need it for the bottom ones, but I'm gonna let that soak in there. I'm gonna go ahead and do this too. There we go. So finally got it loose now. So, so now this should be able to slide out like that. Perfect. And now I got better access to this top bolt right here on the back bracket. Once I be able to unbolt that, I should be able to get the bottom one out as well, and we should be able to take this rotor out. Alright, so I got the top bolt out at the top. The only thing is the bottom bolt is kind of hard to get to because it's actually behind this little bracket piece. It's actually underneath there. And to get underneath there, it's actually, I don't even know if I can show you on camera, you can see it. But it's literally like right up under there. Right up under there. So I'm gonna use a wrench instead because I won't be able to fit this socket or probably even a shorter one under there. So I'm gonna try to get wrench and see if I can do it that way. It might be a little bit harder to pull it, but I'm gonna get an 18mm wrench because it's an 18mm size. Try to get a wrench that size, and I'm gonna see if I can take it off that way. Alright, so I'm back. It's literally in the morning now again. So what I had to do was actually get an 18mm socket because none of them was fitting. Let me show you the spot that it's in. It's really in a crazy spot because it's behind, actually, this is my parking brake cable right here. If you guys can see, this is the parking brake cable. It's actually supposed to be latched onto this hook back here. For some reason, mine is zip tied. I don't know why or who did it, or it was the previous owner or whatever. But as you can see right here, let me see if I can give you a better angle. Right there is where the bolt is at. It's kind of in a very funny spot, so I took my 18mm socket, which I got it right here, and that gave me literally the right amount of space, if I got it in the right angle, to get it right there. Now I can actually loosen it. And this is literally the only way I could have got this off. So now I should be able to get this brake pad off pretty easy. Just like that. And all I gotta do is make sure to line this brake thing back up, because this is my brake cable. So I'm gonna loosen this up, take this off, and get this. Alright, so now I got my calipers painted. I already just slapped this rotor on. I'm about to get me one of these bolts to actually tighten this up so I can have this so it can stay flush so when we go wobbling. I'm gonna let these dry a little bit longer because they actually, I just got finished painting them. So I actually let them dry a little bit longer. Since I got this on now, I'm gonna wait, get these bolts, put them back on, and then shoot, we should be good. I got my new brake pads right here for the rear. Those for the other side. I got my piston compressor, so I'm waiting till it dries so I can actually compress that piston. Put these new brake pads in, and I should be able to be done for the day, man. For getting these, this brakes finally done on the Corvette, man. I'm gonna finally have the rear and the front brakes done on the Corvette for today. Alright, man, so we is finally done with the rear, I keep saying rear suspension, the rear brakes, man. I got everything bolted all up, man. As you can see, everything looks really good. I got the clips back in there. It took me a little time to get them back in, but I did. I got to take this tape off, which I forgot to do. I'm gonna take this tape off, what I put on there, because I was painting these brakes and stuff. But I could take this tape off now, which I forgot to do. But I'm gonna take it off now while I can. But I ain't worried about that right now. I'm gonna take it off, but everything is done for today, man. I just gotta do the other side, which I'm gonna do it off camera. All I gotta do is just put this wheel back on, get to the other side. I done got everything cleaned up. The next thing I probably might be doing for sure is probably doing the suspension, because I noticed it's actually two different suspensions, honestly. It's on the front and on the back. This is like a K, it says KB. I thought it was a Bilstein suspension, but it like says KB or something. But I can take it all apart and see what it is later on whenever I get my other suspension in. But for now, we got the brakes, which is a really, really good upgrade for this Corvette. So now I'm done with this brakes on the Corvette for now. So next, I'm gonna probably be getting into the suspension. But for now, this is gonna be it for today's video, man. I hope you guys like, comment, subscribe, man. The build is coming along, man, so far, man. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you on the next one.